Okay, okay. Tell me when you're live. Well, good afternoon, everybody. David Gross here with, now who are you again?
I have no idea.
Sprite. And we're glad you're with us, by the way. What is your real name?
We're not going to talk about that.
We
can't talk about that. I'm not on the internet.
You're not on the internet.
Not on the internet.
So that'll remain. Maybe we'll run a contest and just see who guesses.
My mom watches, so that's not fair.
So, no. Well, we're happy you're with us this Friday, and back by popular demand, I was asked to put on the green coat for St. Patrick's Day. Do you have some St. Patrick's Day plans?
No.
No.
No, we may go downtown. I don't know.
Okay.
You know.
Lots of great things to do, and of course everybody's Irish. So let's talk about things coming up. We have our trade show in Texas coming up at the end of the month, March 28th through 30th in Irving, Texas. Sprite and I will be teaching. I almost said your real name.
Sprite do you know my real name?
Yeah, I do.
I know you do.
Sprite and I will be teaching our class together. It'll be Friday, which I assume is that March 28th at 8 a.m. And I recommend that if you're in that area, come. Everything is free. Get in this show is free. It's a great networking event. I do recommend it. And what else do we have coming? The open house.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
June 15th is the open house. And that'll be here at our headquarters in Mobile, Alabama. So we welcome you there. Any other events going on? I'm trying to think.
I think that's it. We have a new blog this week. Conde has spring fever. That's always good to check out. And I think that's it.
We have a bunch of new products, which is
yeah.
what we're going to do today. And as always, we welcome your questions. Can't promise we'll have the answers, but if we don't have the answer, maybe we know someone who does. And this really is a great forum for folks that are not doing sublimation or heat transfer, or folks that are very experienced. Please ask your questions in my classes, which I've done for a gazillion years. It's always nice to have questions because they're really, I think, what the class is all about. It's an educational thing. So for the class coming up in Irving, are you working on your training?
I'm thinking about it.
You're thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it. I know how we're going to format it, so, I have a week.
So I break the training into 3 sections, the 3 Ps. The first being process, the second P being the product, and then the third is promotion. And one of my weak areas as a engineer is I'm not an artistically inclined person, not really a design person. So I've asked Sprite to help freshen up my class with her expertise. Mm-hmm. And how many years you've been doing design stuff?
20 years.
20 years.
20 years, yeah.
You look old enough to have been doing 20 years. Wow.
I get it from my mom.
And in her spare time, she's, what do you do in your spare time?
Watch TV. I teach yoga.
She's a yoga instructor.
Yep.
And I don't think you talked me into yoga, but I've been doing yoga as well for many years.
That's right.
And do it. One of these days we need to bring a yoga mat out, which we've been experimenting with. Any questions before we get to the Chris?
I do want to say happy birthday to Justin. Thanks for watching on your birthday.
Oh, today's Justin's birthday.
Today's Justin's birthday.
I missed that one. Gosh.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay, so like David said, we have a ton of new products. This month, the month of March, we are expecting all kinds of things in, and we've gotten quite a few of them. So we had already planned to do Easter this week, or today, and then we got a bunch of new products in, so I said, well, let me just put Easter on the new products. So that's what we're going to do. Love the tips you guys give. Thank you, Lisa. Very nice. Okay, you want to go ahead and you want to start pressing stuff?
Absolutely.
Get to the fun stuff? Okay.
Absolutely.
So we're going to start with some things that are kind of just, you know, best sellers for Easter. And one of them is this Unisub cross plaque. It's a hardboard plaque. And this is U5783, and it comes with the oval insert. So really cute, really great for Easter. We're going to do just a cute little Easter egg design. So all of the designs...
Mounting hardware on the back, so...
Yeah, all of the designs that I'm doing today, you're not that old, Justin. All the designs that I'm doing today are available at Condé.com. So check it out.
What she's doing now is many of the substrates, especially hardboard, will have a peel coat on there. Peel coat is essential in the way Universal Woods manufactures the product. In this case, that material we call hardboard, and it is done in a laser cutter, laser engraver kind of machine, and you can tell by looking at the edge of it, it's a darker, blacker edge, very attractive.
Yeah, really nice.
And so you want to check. One of the techniques, if you aren't sure if the peel coat is on there or not, is to put it in your press, put a piece of plain paper on top, press it for about 15 seconds. If there is a piece of peel coat, then it's now stuck to the paper and it will come off. Another great way to remove peel coat is to touch an edge underneath the hot platen, and that will soften it so it comes off.
So Joseph, speaking of yoga, are there yoga mats that we can sublimate? Well, we're working on it. We're looking at things and we're trying to get them.
I think the challenge is that a yoga mat is well above typical heat presses. You know, George Knight Max is a 44 by 64, so you really need what's called a rotary heat press, which is also called a calendared heat press. Looks like a glorified laminator that you marry the transfer and the yoga mat together and run it through some big metal rollers. Often those metal rollers are filled with oil doing it. So
yeah, so I look at all the love. Thanks, guys. So what did I do? I got distracted by all the hearts and the likes. So I took this and I pre-pressed it for about 20 seconds, let it cool a little bit, and then I'm going to press it for 1 minute and 15 seconds, 400 degrees, medium to heavy pressure. So I'm just going to tape it down, image it substrate face up, image face down, in between two pieces of protective paper.
And you'll notice the way she did the heat tape was on the sides, and that will allow her to peek at the transfer without moving the transfer after she opens it, because, you know, sometimes things just simply go wrong. Your press wasn't at temperature, or who knows. With Unisub stuff, it's generally very safe to overcook it a little bit. For instance, a lot of Unisub you could just press for 1.5 minutes, and that would be an excellent time. As I've probably said numerous times, black is the last color to sublimate, so you really want to make sure that you're getting at deep, rich black, because if you're not, then that means all your other colors aren't so good either. So need to do that. Had one more thought. But you know, look at it. You know, the 4 variables. I think it's always like football, which I'm a football fan. It's always important to reiterate the fundamentals, and the fundamentals of at the heat press are time, temperature, pressure, technique. Technique is what's on top, what's on bottom. What we would refer to as the sublimation sandwich. And even pros, you have to continuously practice the fundamentals. They do not. So the question is, do the cutting boards come with a peel coat? They do not.
Gee, this real quick. It looks cute. It's like a little Easter egg. So we're going to let that cool for just a second.
Very nice.
I don't know if you guys saw it, but like David said, when I picked the image up, I checked the top, I checked the bottom, and usually if it's sublimated all the way through, then you'll be able to see it. You'll be able to see if you need to press it again, and that tape's going to keep it secure, so you're not going to get a double image when you press again. Eddie's talking about my guns. He said, Sprite's got the guns out today. I've got my arms spare. No, you know, no big deal.
And I would tell you another good habit to get into is documentation. Keep you a sublimation journal and document each time you do something so that you don't reinvent the wheel. Let's say you're not doing a product very often. Well, when you finally do that product again, you don't want to reinvent the wheel.
All right, guys, so let's go ahead and put it together. So like David said, it does have the, I don't know if you guys can see that, it does have the keyhole in the top, and then it has a double-sided piece of adhesive tape, so we're just going to peel that off and stick it on there. Yeah, Eddie, I think it's like, what is it, like 75 today or something? It's pretty warm, so all you guys out there in the northern areas, a little more north than us, I'm sorry, I know you guys are getting hit by some weather. There you go.
It's 66
Super
here.
Cute. 66. It feels
yeah.
warm.
It cooled down a little bit.
Yeah, it was hotter yesterday. So
that
really
makes
cute.
a beautiful Easter gift. You could think of so many reasons to decorate it. Confirmation kind of gifts, baptism, Easter remembrances, memorials. I bet if you go to the client gallery, there's a handful of them in there.
Really good for anything. I mean, you know, anything.
It is.
Housewarming, you know, just anything. And it comes with this really cute box too, so really good.
Yeah.
All right.
And one of the tips I tell everybody is on the back of these, always put your information so that whoever ultimately gets the gift, they know where it came from and they can recommend you. So it's your built-in referral system. So it's actually very important that you do that.
Yeah, because people are going to look at it and they're going to want it and they're going to know where they got it from, and so all they have to do
What do you
is
think would be a typical selling price for something like this?
$30, $40 without a
Yes,
doubt. It's very
think
heavy,
so.
so this is natural wood. I think
I
this
love
is
the color.
Yeah, it's like a cherry wood, I believe.
Cherry
so-
finish. I'm not sure what kind of wood it is.
There you go. All right. Yes, ma'am.
Should the aluminum be pre-pressed or only porous substrates?
So, you know, what I would say is the answer is, should metal be pre-pressed? The answer is no. Do not pre-press metal. That's just not going to help. With other products like hardboard in the commercial world is better known as masonite, and masonite is very much attracting moisture. It is pulling moisture in there, and so hitting it with a few moments of pre-press is certainly an intelligent thing. But I would say for many sublimators, they get into the situation where they'll decide if they need to pre-press things or not, and you can make those decisions pretty much on, do you get a cloud of steam when you open your press? And steam is our arch enemy.
Yeah, we live in an area where we run about 80 to 100% humidity on a daily basis, three presses, and you know, and like David said, that hardboard does contain a little bit of moisture in it. So, all right, moving right along. So, we are going to do a linen tote. This is item number JDW742, and this would be good for you know, your Easter eggs or even Easter baskets, things like that.
Oh, I'm sure you can see how adorable that would be for the little kids and adults that are out there at the Easter egg hunts.
Yes.
You know, and that's, you know, I talk about building relationships, but you know, you think about a lot of churches will have an Easter egg hunt, and you think about taking pictures. You think about doing all sorts of products for those organizations. Could be part of a fundraiser, could be part of some sort of memorial. So there's always great opportunities when you find those what I call niches.
Yes, and I was going to say something and I forgot. That's all right. That's all right. Okay, so I lint rolled it. I'm going to pre-press it. Just going to pre-press to kind of get the wrinkles out a little bit. And then I have another cute Easter design, also available on Condé.com. So because this is fabric, I don't want to put tape on it. The tape's not going to hold very well, so I'm going to use our Pro Spray. Okay.
So Pro Spray, for people out there, is a product we invented. It's a temporary tack spray, thermal spray that really anchors the paper to the substrate and holds it there, but after it's finished, it really disappears. So there's no residual left of the spray.
Yeah, and we have some videos up on CondeTV.com about how to keep your Pro Spray nozzle clean and how to get the most out of your Pro Spray. It is aerosol, so there are some tricks to it. But once you get it, that's it. There's really no issue with it at all. All right, so we're going to press this medium pressure, 400 degrees for 60 seconds. So
the way she closed that press, that would be sort of classified as sort of a little bit heavier kind of stuff. So we often confuse each other, especially me, over pressure. The good news is there's not many things that really need special pressure. So using two-handed pressure gets the job done. These George Knight presses that we use here, they provide incredibly good feedback about what the pressure is.
And the other thing is that this linen is very forgivable. So, you know, you can kind of err to the heavy side on your pressure. You definitely want to give it a little bit more than less. So
it's a dream come true. It really does well.
Some good stuff.
And referring back to my other remark, you can sublimate inside the tote bag your reorder information. So you could do a quick second pressing, say on the inside seam or something. In fact, probably somebody out there, Sprite, is going to sooner or later sublimate to the handle. You know, put people's names on there or something. Wow, very nice.
I don't know if you guys can see the steam, but that's pretty hot.
Yep.
All right, let's show you. So yeah, just a really cute design, cute little monogram on there. The colors are just so pretty on this linen. I love it.
Beautiful Easter spring colors.
Absolutely love it.
We have a quick question. Lisa has had to redo a couple of transfers because of Pro Spray bleed. Some of the color bleeds onto the transfer, like little small spots. Do we have suggestions?
Absolutely.
Sure.
So, so Lisa is talking about when she puts Pro Spray on a transfer, she's creating problems with bleeding. And the reason is the ink was not dry. And so we're not doing it here because transfers are already dry, but I should have mentioned it at least. And that is that when you print a transfer, what you're doing is you're spraying colored water on it. And that colored water dries very much like paint from sort of the outside in. And most transfers are not going to be dry, especially transfers that have heavy coverage like black. So you want to pass it under your press without closing it for, say, 5 to 10 seconds to make sure it's really dry. But that's the problem that you encounter. I'm sorry you encountered that problem, but that was essentially wet ink was on the transfer. It had not fully dried.
And another problem that sometimes you have with the Pro Spray is you'll get, it is adhesive and it does build up in the tip sometimes. If you watch that video on the Pro Spray, just go to Condé TV, type in Pro Spray in the search bar, or I think Crystal can link it down below. I give you pretty good instructions about how to clean this tip because, like I said, the glue will accumulate and sometimes it'll give little
Splatter.
dots. Yeah, and so really easy. I keep a bottle of acetone, like fingernail polish remover. I'll take them off, dump them in there, let them soak overnight. I rinse them out with water, let them sit for about an hour, and then they are clean and ready to go. Also, you'll notice that before I press anything, I kind of do a little spray to kind of clear the nozzle, and then I also have a trick as to how I actually spray the transfer. But all that's outlined in that video. So, okay, and then also what David was talking about, hovering the transfer. So I have this design right here. Just going to set it on my press, just close the press and just leave it there for 5 or 10 seconds.
Without closing the press.
Right, yes, don't close the press. Don't close the press.
It becomes very essential as the piece of paper gets bigger because you have more surface area, you have more ink coverage, but there's a lot of I think it's glycol or glycerin. I think one of those in inks. And so you got to dry it. Simple as that.
All right, you are welcome, Lisa. Okay, so.
What in the world do you have there?
Oh yeah. Hey guys, let's do some new products. So we have some new linen. Very exciting. I'm very excited. So
The linen family continues to grow.
continues to grow. So this is our new linen device bag. This is JDW750. Look at all the likes. I love it. And this comes with a really cute wrist strap that you just, let me show you guys. So it comes with a little tag, and you just put the wrist strap in there. And there you go. So just like that. All right, so let's press one. Just like all of the linen, it presses beautifully. It's just phenomenal.
Chris, we still good on YouTube?
Yep.
Okay, good deal.
No way.
The Crichton Leprechaun is with us today, I'm sure.
That's where the gold
There we
is.
go.
Where's the gold? Okay, so I'm just going to do a pre-press. I do want to keep this tag hanging off the edge. I think we've talked a couple of times about how if I have to hang something off the edge, how I like to place the substrate on the edge of the press that it closes. And that's I'm going to be able to hang the top platen off center a little bit.
I'll
Get this.
zoom in a little bit here.
There we go. All right, so let's see if you guys can see this. So I have my my substrate, my bag, hanging off if you're looking at it, the right-hand side, and that's because when I go to press it, I'm going to I don't want the two platens to meet up exactly. I want this platen to hang off to the right a little bit to make sure that I get 100% coverage. So, and you guys can see I have about 3 or 4 inches on the left side of the platen. So we're just going to let that pre-press for just a couple of seconds, just kind of flatten it out a little bit. Lint roll it, which I should have lint rolled it before. I did not.
Yeah, lint roll is often very much needed. There's optical brighteners that are used in the manufacture of fabrics. These optical brighteners are blue, like the little blue crystals in your laundry detergent. And if those blue crystals or blue optical brighteners still on the product, they will sublimate blue and bad things happen.
Okay, so I just put some Pro Spray on it. I'm going to line my image up.
So she's printer transfer. If I move it over, you could see it. She's designed it with enough bleed that if there's a little variability in the sewing, which turned out we've had amazing results with consistency in the product. But nonetheless, it's always nice to have a bleed. When I do things, I do 1/8 of an inch bleed on each side. Some people will do 1/4 inch.
Yep, okay, so once again, I have my heat press just kind of hanging over the edge. I'm going to press it for 60 seconds, 400 degrees, medium heavy pressure. Look at all those loaves.
So many people, they're new to sublimation, 400 degrees Fahrenheit is our standardized sort of temperature. And we'll go back to normal here. So we try to simplify instructions. So if you go to where you're looking at a product on our website, underneath it will be the instructions. And we certainly welcome your feedback. If you can help us do something better results, less time, that's fantastic.
That's right. We are always looking at revamping our instructions, making them more simple, more streamlined. So
I think often our best ideas come from folks like you and some of our partners. We've have a number of partners that give us good feedback. Like, for instance, Cheryl Kuchek I'm always learning things from her. So it's it's a community we live in, and we essentially want everybody to be successful. Wow.
That looks nice.
Those are beautiful colors.
Looks great. I know.
Holy
I love
crap.
this linen. I know.
Wow.
I know.
And it's double-sided.
It is double-sided, so we're going to do the other side.
And you really have all the way to the seams, all
Yeah.
the way to the edge.
I mean, it is a full bleed product. It's really awesome.
Golly, that's good.
So Paula just asked, because of the zipper, should you use a foam insert? And no.
No.
So let me show you guys this. So this is, you know, I just did a pre-press, and it imaged all the way to the edges. Yeah, so it looks really, really good. Yeah, so we're gonna do the back side.
We have a question.
Sure.
Where did we get the butcher paper from?
So there's a couple of, the question is, where do you get the cover paper from? And I think there's probably too many sources. I think we get ours at Sam's Club. It's uncoated white butcher paper, very low cost. You can get it off a supply store. You can get it from Uline. Uline is a great resource for shipping supplies. We have a little rack over here. I guess let me turn and you can see it.
Wrong way.
Wrong way. I'm left-handed, so I have. So if you look at our little rack right here, that's from Uline that we use our paper with. Great resource here. So there are just probably too many resources to get your supplies.
Yeah, but any uncoated paper will work.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
the
you know,
star of
people
the
use
show.
parchment paper, they'll use newspaper print, many things. All those are fine. I prefer just the, you know, what I call uncoated white butcher paper.
Yeah, and in a pinch, I've used copy paper.
Yep.
You know, so it works. It's
Yeah, when we're running the kiosk, which is a small press, we'll use just plain copy paper.
all right. Got a couple seconds left on this one, and then I have another linen product, a leather brand new linen product. Just so excited.
So,
I
you
love
know,
it.
you could put your reorder information inside, and I bet by putting it in there, it would have sublimated, you know, one side or the other enough to where you could read it.
Yeah. All right. A few seconds left. And there you go, just like
Very,
that.
very nice.
Just like that.
Yeah, the zippers were engineered in these products to, obviously, for the sublimation process. This product was designed from scratch, you know, to be easy to decorate and to be resistant to heat issues.
Yes, and we are not done coming out with products in the linen by any means, So keep looking for this to just get bigger and more expansive. You know, if you haven't gotten your bulk roll of fabric yet, you totally should. I know you guys are doing some amazing things. I think I saw Alice in the comments, who's just, you guys do some fabulous things.
Oh, absolutely. Good to have you with us, Alice.
All right, here we go. So we're just gonna put my little strap on there, just like that.
And
now
show them
you
that the
have
zipper does really work now.
It really does work. Look at
There we
that.
go.
And like David said, you could sublimate the inside of it if you wanted to. YouTube didn't show the paper holder. All right, you want to pick that thing up? I got it. I got
Sorry.
it. It's not that heavy. That's right. We can only pan one camera. So this is our, thank you. This is our Uline paper cutter, paper holder. Very ingenious, very simple. Famous last words. Okay, so that's it. We love it.
We do.
We have another question.
Yes,
Sure.
ma'am.
Andrea has tried the full bleed before, but didn't go all the way to the edge. Does she just need to increase pressure?
So her question is, Andrea's, the question is, she tried to do full bleed, and she didn't get good results, especially, it sounded like, on the edges. And generally, pressure would be the first thing that comes to mind. The second thing would be, you know, pre-pressing it, make sure it's nice and flat.
Yeah.
Then, you know, judge your time. Again, you're after that good, deep, rich black, you're dialed in. But it sounds like pressure would be it.
Okay. Let's take a moment and let's talk about something else real quick. So, this week for Easter, we have our Flex Soft on a flash sale. You have that paper from our buddy Doug.
The Doug DeWitt.
The Doug DeWitt. There's yours. Where's mine? Okay,
You
so
want
we
mine?
have our Easter flash. Well, you have one and I have one. Let's see. There we go. All right, so our flash sale on both the 8.5 by 11 and the 11 by 17 Forever Flex Soft in neon Easter colors. So that's green, orange, pink, and yellow. You have a $10 discount on the 8.5 by 11 and a $15 discount on the 11 by 17. If you order online, the discount is applied when you add it to your shopping cart. If you order by phone, tell your account manager you want the neon Easter special on Forever Flex Soft. Sale ends Tuesday, March 22nd. So let me show you guys what Doug has done for me today.
Everybody should be playing with Flex Soft.
It's great.
It is the product of the decade.
Without a doubt. So, I've got two. All right, so this is
Let me zoom in real quick.
Yeah, you just peel. Look at that.
So Flex Off is not sublimation. Flex Off is essentially, what would you call it, digital vinyl that you print with a monochrome or color laser printer.
So that's the green and the yellow, and then.
Can you walk it up closer?
Yeah, I will. So
It's a two-step self-weeding process. You're going to print the transfer, then you marry it against a weeding sheet, put them in the press, and then pull them apart, and then you'll transfer to your fabric whatever's remaining on the first sheet. So I think it's a very easy product, and again, for people that have weeded vinyl before, this is a true dream come true. This truly does obsolete traditional vinyl.
the name is, it's the Forever Flex Soft. So, and it is on sale. $10 off 8.5 by 11, $15 off an 11 by 17. So this is the pink and the neon green, the neon pink and the neon green. This is the neon yellow and the neon green. Super cute. I love Doug's design too. You did great, Doug. And then this is the neon green and the neon pink. The pink shows up really good on this yellow shirt. So yeah. So get it in there. Really easy to do. Low equipment cost. It's great. It's great. Great way to make money. Easy, great way to make money.
And people, experimented with it on things other than fabric. I don't know what the results have been, but you folks are very ingenious. So get some samples, play with it, see what you can make it do. But as far as fabrics, it works very well. 100% cotton and blends. As you go to dark shirts or weirdo fabrics, you do want to obviously make sure it works before buying a lot of shirts.
And Lisa asked if you could do multiple colors or just one at a time. And yes, Lisa, you can do multiple colors. You can layer it just like you would layer vinyl, or you would layer ink on screen printing. And the way it was explained to me and the way I've seen it done is you go darkest color first, lightest color last. So just like if you were screen printing, you always lay the darkest color first. So, and that's so you can see through it. And what kind of printer did you say to use? Just a regular monochrome inkjet laser printer.
It's a laser printer. You can use a monochrome or color. The best way to tell is if your printer will handle transparency film, because this is sort of a film. But we have not run into, to my knowledge, a printer, a monochrome or color laser printer that would not operate with the film.
And it definitely works on an HP. So I had a question about cottons and darks. Yes, it works on cotton, poly blends. Be careful with maybe like a nylon or a spandex or a Lyrica, something that's not going to take the heat very well. Like David said, always test your...
And you can put it on a black shirt.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Shirt.
It's not going to, the color of the shirt doesn't determine how it looks. I mean, it's going to sit on top of the shirt no matter what.
It's surface decorating, unlike sublimation, where sublimation is subsurface decorating.
That's right.
We had a YouTube comment too.
Awesome.
I had a problem when I tried to use the Flex Soft. Not sure what they did wrong. They used the Brother laser printer to print out the design.
I'm not sure if you could maybe send it into support and let us know what exactly happened. Was it printed on? Did it come out of the printer? Exactly, you know, some more details so we can assist you.
Okay.
All right. Moving right along. Let's get back into the linen. We're all excited about that. Okay, so I'm very excited about this because we've actually been waiting on this for a while now. So this is our new linen pot holder. This matches our new linen oven mitt. So really cute. Just, you know, just regular old linen. Let me show you guys before I press it so you can see it. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. All right. So the way that I do this is I like to cover the tag because you can sublimate the tag. So I like to cover it with a piece of tape just to it kind of gives it like a professional look. So I just take it and just cover it with tape, and that's going to stop any ink from transferring onto it. And this is a trick that I know because I've messed some up.
I wonder why that works, because you know, the ink should be able to some extent, should be able to pass right through the heat tape. So I wonder.
I don't know.
Wonder what is.
Maybe because I don't know, David. You're the genius. Okay, so I'm going to use some Teflon because the back of it has a silver backing that does get a little sticky.
There's like 5 products, or maybe now with this one 6, that we want to use Teflon. Otherwise, I would tell you to avoid Teflon. Teflon to me is evil and causes only problems. So, but with a few products like the whatever we call hot plate here, the mates material, the sublimatable patches, the Subla glitter, the glitter vinyl, Subla Sparkle, and it seems like there's one other product we do recommend, Teflon.
What's the hot plate? The oven mitt? The other oven mitt?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then the mates and the patches and the Subla Sparkle. I think that's it. Oh, the Subla wrap? No?
Nope, not Subla wrap.
No.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I'm just
Subla wrap, by the way, is the material that we use. It's a repositional kind of vinyl, and that's really a cool material. So if you're not using that, you're, you know, in need of a vinyl like that for sublimation. It's cool.
Quick question about what we were just doing with the Flex Off. So it's a 2-step paper that you use with your open printer, is what they asked.
So the Flex Off is 2 steps. You can use it with your Oki printer, which is a great use. You can use it with an inexpensive monochrome or color laser printer. You're going to print out the transfer on the A sheet using black toner. And then you marry the A sheet to the B sheet, put it in your heat press, press it for a while, then separate them, and then what remains on the A sheet, you press to the shirt. I hope that's right. I think it is.
Well, Doug just joined, so I'm sure he can clear it up if you're wrong. But I'm pretty sure you're
Doug,
right.
feel free to correct me as usual.
So Elaine wants to know if we'll have how-to videos on this. Yes, ma'am.
Doug has extensive how-to videos now on Flex Off.
And all of the new products will definitely have new videos.
In fact, we're shooting videos Monday.
So I did not print out the design for this.
Oh.
So, you know, that's...
Okay.
So we're just going to get a blank one. It was cute and it had bunnies on it, but c'est la vie. Okay. Moving on to the next thing.
Beautiful product. Think of all the spring designs that you could put on here.
I did. It had little bunnies. Oh, well. You use Teflon when doing the round mates?
I do recommend Teflon for mates.
Okay. All right. And last week we talked about the pet collars, but we didn't actually press them. So we're going to press one today. So this is different than our other ones. This has a sewn-on sublimatable patch. This particular one, this is item AC34-1220. So it's a medium-sized pet collar. And I have a cute little design right here. I'm just going to tape it on there. But first, can you zoom in on this press?
Yep,
I want to show them.
Yep.
So when I do these, I want to hang the plastic and the buckles off. So the way I do that is I kind of put my paper where I have a little bit of the black rubber down, and then I'm going to just kind of drape it on the corner there. And so that way, you know, everything that needs heat gets heat, and the things that don't get heat hang off the edge. Okay.
This is our second generation pet collar and leashes. And what we found out, you know, because we've been doing this for 27 years, is that we really wanted to up our game and to increase the image quality, the vibrancy, the clarity of the image. And we found out the very best way to accomplish that was essentially to laminate another piece of material on top of the webbing so that we could, you know, use that piece and sublimate into that. And again, we tried lots of approaches because we're always going back to our products and saying, okay, how can we make a better product?
So are the pet colors finally back in stock?
They are.
They are. Yes, the pet collars are in stock. The new ones, I believe the old ones are in too. And we have, oh, that's not right. There we go. We have, David has the large one in his hand. We have a medium. We have a small. Oh, you guys can't see. There we go. Large, medium, small. So yeah, we have AC 1620, AC1-1625 is the large, AC 34-1220 is the medium, and AC 58-1020 is the small. So these are all in stock, ready to go.
This probably worked for a small cat, you know, not a small cat, but a larger cat. You have any cats?
Chad's allergic to cats.
Okay. We have a cat, and you know, the cat tolerates us is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
But at any rate, I think it's a next generation product, and really like. In fact, I need to do one for our new dog. We got a little puppy, and got a half Saint Bernard, half Newfoundland to go along with our golden retriever.
I think he needs to come in and model the new pet bandana.
I agree that Baron needs to come model the new stuff.
Baron has
That's
incredible personality, just really good. Oh, nice.
So are the new pet bandanas in stock as well?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Julia asked.
I don't know about the pet bandanas. I think I don't know.
Why don't you look up Chris and see?
All right. So this is the new collar.
Very nice.
And G-Bug is my dog, Ginger. So, and then
G-Bug.
Well, her name is Ginger, and then we've talked about this.
Yep.
She's the killer of bugs, so we call her G-Bug. She is the only bug in my house. She's adorable. All right.
You always say when you're calling everybody together, what is it, the expression you use?
News team assemble.
News team assemble.
Team assemble.
So it's the pet bandanas was the question, if they're
Yes,
in stock.
and I don't see them live, but I think it's because we don't have a photo yet, but I'm checking.
Okay. All right.
I'm
We're
hoping
looking
they're
on the
in
dog
stock.
pandas.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So
What else?
last but not least. Well, is that last? Yes, that is last. I picked up the wrong thing. Okay, so last but not least, we have our new pet scarves. Really, really excited about these. And Julia, you know, you can always look at these. These are really cute. So these are brand new. There are they have two components to them. They have the collar, which is actually, let's talk about this collar for a second. So these collars are really heavy duty. They're plastic. The plastic is really nice. The metal ring is really nice. They're really heavy duty. I like these a lot. And our pet scarf is constructed the same way. That same nice heavy plastic, the nice metal ring, and then you have the scarf that goes on it. So it comes just like this. You just take it apart, take it off, sublimate it, you can wash it. I've had a couple of people ask me if you can just buy the scarf part, and No, but the entire thing with the scarf and the collar, it's going to run you, I think, let's see, anywhere between $1.24 for the small ones, $1.24 to $1.37, all the way to like $2.05 for the extra large ones.
So very low cost.
Very, very low cost. So.
So, and excuse my ignorance, where would that be on the dog? I mean, obviously it's going around the neck.
Right.
Does it hang below or above, or?
No, I guess it's however you want it. You know,
Okay.
you could do it on the back or you could do it on the front. You know.
Huh.
So, so because it is a fabric product, we are going to pre-press it. First, we're gonna.
So you're
lint
just
roll
dressing up your dog.
You know, they can be just as cute as us,
Absolutely.
right?
And it's a double-sided product.
That's right.
So put a
That's right.
design on both sides.
That's right, and you can, yeah. So, okay, let's pre-press it. We're gonna pre-press it for about 5 seconds.
All right, we have a couple questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Do the collars have the same clasp as the previous one?
No, the collars are different than the previous ones. So the clasp is different. The clasp is a little more sturdy. Yeah. So all of the fittings on this one are new, and I see.
Yeah, ask your Conde rep maybe for a sample, so you can check them out. But again, when we went through building all our specs for the product, we wanted to beef up everything, and from what I can tell, that's exactly what happened.
So, and I see that Julia, this is actually, so Julia watched our broadcast yesterday, and we talked about these. And yes, Julia, these pet scarves are in stock, ready to go, ready to be sold to you. Sam, what is the cost of the scarves, and are there multiple sizes? Yes, Sam. So this is oh, and by the way, congratulations last week. This is the Pet Scarf 04. This is the extra large. This is going to run you $2.05 to $2.25. This is the Pet Scarf 03. This is the large. It's going to run you $1.68 to $1.85. And the one I'm going to do is the medium, and then we have the small.
Oh, how cute.
I know, right? Look how cute. This is $1.24 to $1.37. So really low cost. We have 4 different sizes. Super cute.
So generally you think underneath? Okay,
I don't
underneath,
know.
okay.
Well, I think they put them on the top.
Put them on the top?
My dog, it's as soon as I put it on, it's going to go wherever they
Yeah.
feel like putting it. So
can you use an SG100, just SG400 for the bandanas, or is the area too wide or long?
So good question. Really need a ruler to measure this.
I think as long as you have a bypass tray on your SG400, I'm pretty sure that you can.
So for the SG400, the bottom built-in tray will do 8.5 by 14. And without a ruler, I just can't tell you, but it certainly looks like it will do it.
And this is the extra large one. So definitely the medium, definitely the small, probably the large. Let's see. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you've got 14 inches. So Chris, if we can answer that question is, what's the length of the larger?
It is 14.5 by 9 by 9.
So 14.5, so it looks like you're just a tiny bit short
On the extra large.
on the extra large. But if you ever did buy a bypass tray for your SG400, you can print longer. You can print longer. So I cut paper in the Dytrans SPP. You can buy 8.5 by 21. So certainly with a 400, you can print much longer with the bypass tray.
And Sam, I don't think that these are in California
We're checking.
yet. Oh, they're checking for you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm doing
And
these.
a product that is of interest to you, a popular product, if you don't see it in our California warehouse, let us know. And sometimes it's an oversight on our part, but we can take care of it.
So I'm doing these for 385 degrees for 1 minute and 20 seconds. And I did not reset my press, so I'm going to let it go for another 20 seconds. because I have it set to a minute.
So I wonder why you're pressing at a lower temperature for a little bit longer, I wonder. Just because it's fabric, I mean, you know.
Just to,
Okay, be something to experiment with.
yeah. Well, like I said, we just got these in,
Yeah.
and so, you know.
We
This-
have another question.
Yes,
Sure.
ma'am.
How about the regular old bandanas? Can you use the SG400? And it looks like the dog BAN is 28 by 20 by 20 inches.
So you can, the question is, I've got the SG400, what can I do with it? And so if you want to do one single pressing, full bleed, well, you're going to be limited by generally 8.5 by 14 paper. If you have the bypass, you can go longer. But you can always do multiple pressings depending on the size of your press. So you could put more stuff underneath there and press. But one of the things you really can't do, so to speak, is try to do a full bleed with multiple transfers. That's difficult if you have a solid background. At least I don't know how to do it.
Okay, so I'm going to do my second side. And yeah, so we're going to press it for 1 minute, 20 seconds, 385 degrees.
And I would say we may be tuning that, those instructions as we go along here. And so that's why it's always important that you check our instructions when you're getting a new product. Now, if you're successful in pressing a product and you see that we've updated our instructions, I would be a little bit cautious with switching instructions if it's working for you. Often our instructions are updated for efficiency. How can we change the technique to reduce the time? But if something is working for you, don't simply just say, oh yeah, I've got to change my instructions.
All right, a couple seconds left. We're almost to our most favorite time of the day.
I wonder what that is. The math part of our quiz?
The math part. So we're going to do, let's see, the designs on Condé Design. Are your customers able to use these designs to sell their product? Yes, Lisa. If you buy a design off Condé Design, you own that design and you can use it as much as you want.
The only thing we ask you is don't post the design and sell it as your design. You can use the design for imprinting.
Okay. There we go. There we go. All right, so we are about to that time where we guess the weight. Let's talk about the rules for a second. What are you looking for? Oh, so you have one guess per person. Only the first guess will qualify. Guesses should be expressed in pounds, so 1.2, 3.6, 4.8, etc. The winning weight will be the first guess closest to, but not over, the total combined weight. 2 prizes will be awarded, one on Facebook, one on YouTube, free shipping in the continental U.S. So let's talk about the products we're giving away today. We're giving away the linen tote bag, the new device bag, the medium pet collar, the cross, the new linen pot holder, and the medium pet scarf. How much do you think it weighs? Go. Let me know. Closest to, without going over, wins it. One guess only. Express it in pounds. Super cute. It matches your jacket. I love it.
The perfect St. Patrick's Day, you know.
Exactly.
So you could, use it to keep stuff off your shirt or something.
Yeah, like a
I
bib.
don't know, yeah.
Let's show them. I know you like it. So here we go. This is, once again, another cute design from Condé Design with G-Bug's name on it. Double-sided. Both sides look great. Really, really cute.
So we need a dog to model this. So,
My dogs are destructive.
yeah, mine can do that too.
All right. So while we're waiting for you
Questions?
guys.
Questions?
Well-
Questions?
We do have a few.
Okay.
So earlier, Sam asked if there were any updates on the shrink wrap.
It'll be here soon, maybe in a week.
So
Hopefully next
what
week.
Sam is referring to is our new methodology with using the oven to produce drinkware by using a shrink wrap bag instead of a wrap. And so those days are coming. And what we're trying to do is to make the process easier, make the process more reliable. And so for certain kinds of drinkware, really a good thing. We are experimenting, learning, having a lot of fun, pushing the envelope with helping your folks. So I think an oven, as we've talked about before, will be increasingly considered a standard accessory in the sublimator's world.
All right. Any word on the color light jigs?
Yes, so the question is about the color light jigs. I know we have been receiving quite a few, and they go out as soon as they come in. We do apologize for not meeting demand, but I check on them almost every day to try to make as many as possible to satisfy our back orders. So please just make sure your orders are in.
All right.
I think we're caught up on the feet. So we had many thousands of people ordering the acrylic feet. We even expanded the product line to black and clear.
Yep.
Do we have cases for the Samsung Note 9 and the iPhone XS and XS Max?
I think we are still deficient in one or two of those. So I think we're behind on is it the
S9 and the XS, or maybe the XR.
yeah.
We have, so we're, iPhone is putting out so many phones, which is great, but not so much if you're doing cases. So we're trying to keep up with everything. It's a two.
And now the S10's out.
That's right. I know.
I think
it
it's
is.
out shipping.
It is. So we're working on it. I apologize. Go ahead.
Okay. Do we carry a linen towel to match the mitts?
Not yet.
The question is, do we carry a linen towel to match the mitts? And no, now you can get the bulk linen and you can hem it yourself, or you can even, you can do that. We are looking at towels. We're looking at hand towels, tea towels, napkins, things like that.
Expect some excitement.
This year's going to be great. I'm
Yes.
super excited about this year.
So we did finish design on some new towels.
Okay.
We have more questions.
Yes, ma'am.
So Sprite, are you going to Irving?
I am going to Irving. I will be in Irving, Texas. I'm very excited about it. I actually have a friend that lives out there that owns a lot of yoga studios, so I'm very excited to go and take some yoga with Stacy and LaDonna.
Yeah, I think I promised her that Sprite would go to a show last year, and I apologize for not meeting that promise. So this year, for sure, and we're baptizing her by fire at the class. So please fill that class up. I mean,
Come show me that you love me.
You name it. So I think already I looked at the roster. We're well above 100, headed towards 200.
Really?
Yeah.
Already like pre-registered?
Yeah, and obviously some people, their schedule changes and things happen. But generally speaking, traditionally for my class, it's been full.
All right. No.
And of course, we
pressure.
give away money. We give away prizes. Everybody that attends the class, we'll give you a $25 Conde coupon, and we give away 3 big prizes, an SG400 complete. If you don't need one, you can use the money to buy something else. $250 prize and a $100 prize.
Beautiful. Yes, ma'am. We have one more question.
Yes. Okay, so where can they find these awesome designs?
So you can find all of these great designs at condedesign.com. If you look under occasions in Easter, that's where I got them. So okay. So let us talk. Please come to the Columbus, Ohio NBM show.
So is that one of the questions?
That was a request.
My eyes are not good enough. We will be at all the shows, all the NBM shows this year, God willing. So there's so many of them, it's a little hard to keep up. I thought We got Irving. We got some Wisconsin, I think.
That'd be
I'm trying to remember. But if it's an NBM show and it's this year, if you go, Google NBM shows for 2019, if it's there, it is highly likely that we're going to be. Oh, of course.
Of course.
I should have known that, yeah.
So, all right, real quick, let me give some stuff away, and then we will, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, that's fun. So let me give some stuff away,
Okay.
and then we will give even more away. We'll give the blanks of all that I pressed today.
And I've not been to Milwaukee before, I don't believe.
Chad lived in Madison for a while, which is cold. That's
Yeah.
all I know about that. Okay, so each week I ask you to leave me a review on a product, and I give you $25 in Conde cash. And this week, Tanji gave me a review of the SSC017. Those are our sandstone coasters. She said, I love them. Wished I would have gotten them sooner. It's so awesome to be able to personalize. Thanks, Conde. No, thank you, Tanji. I'll be sending you an email first of the week. You'll get $25 in Conde credit. Thank you so much.
Is that the round one, square one, or the car one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Okay. And also we have our client gallery winner. So our big monthly client gallery contest, which is your best use of spring theme, ends March 31st. And so this week we have a winner for just our, you just go to our website, upload your images in our client gallery. You're entered to win $25 per week, or you can enter our themed contest for $200, $100, or $50 in Conde credit. This week we have Cloud9 Ventures, which is Cheryl Tupa, and she did our acrylic. This is really, really cute.
That's cool.
Isn't that
That's
beautiful?
Very good. So it's a 50th wedding anniversary piece of acrylic. Wow! And congratulations to the folks in the photograph there, and congratulations to you for a great job. Good design. So obviously you merged two photographs together, put some text, and had some creativity to it. Obviously you probably scanned or photographed the 50th anniversary photo. By the way, if you did a scan stuff, just take a picture of it with your smartphone.
There you go.
Works well.
All right. Do we have a winner?
We do.
We have a winner.
So on Facebook, our winner is Eddie Greer.
Eddie!
Perfect, yes.
Eddie!
Way to go, Eddie.
Yes, Eddie Greer, you won. You got it exactly. 1.5 pounds. Beautiful.
And then our closest is Alexandra Salamand on YouTube with a guess of 1.35 pounds.
Oh,
Awesome.
congratulations.
And then
So it's Alexandria or Alexandra?
Alexandra Salmons on YouTube. You are also great.
Awesome.
Beautiful. Love it. Okay. That's it. That's all we have for, today, guys. So.
Okay. Any closing questions for us? Anything we can do to help you?
All right. Well, next week we are going to be. We're going to be here next week. We are going to be here next week.
I think we are here one more week, and then the last week we are in Irving.
Yeah. So congrats, Eddie. Congrats, Alexandria. We'll see you guys next Friday. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Bye, y'all.
Take care.